Atención, por favor. Vamos a dar inicio a la práctica. Ready to start practice. As soon as the lanes are ready, you may start your practice. And then, again, when the practice is over, you may start your competition. Bien, una vez que hayamos completado la práctica, las pistas estén listas, den inicio a su competencia. Gracias.
And please hit enter to have your lanes come on. Enter.
We start with a couple minutes of practice, and we will be live afterwards. This is the super senior, doubles competition at the PABCON Senior Championships. My name is Buffa. It's my pleasure to be with you for the rest of the day.
All right, Good morning, bowlers. Welcome back to another day number 2, doubles competition. Stop signs are up. Practice is over. Please reset your lanes to the first ball cycle. I wish you all the best of luck. Good bowling this morning.
Back of the hand, back of the hand. Back of the hand.
Give you one, too. Okay.
Especially when you do that, right?
All right, everyone, welcome to day number 2 of this 2018 PABCON Senior Championship in Calgary at Let's Bowl. N'entends pas. Ah, okay. Voilà. I hope that you can hear me well back at home. So once again, everyone, welcome to day number 2 of the 2018 PABCON Senior Championship in Calgary, Alberta. Let's Bowl. Bienvenue à tout le monde à cette deuxième journée du championnat PABCON 2018 à Let's Bowl à Calgary, Alberta. Hola a todos, bienvenido al día número 2 de los campeonatos PABCON. Señor, 12,018, día número 2. So today, everyone, this is the double event, and we are starting with the super senior this morning. So the ladies are bowling on lane 1 to lane 6, and the men are bowling on lane 11 to lane 16. So 6 games of action again today, and we are using the same oil pattern that we used yesterday. So this is the WTBA Rome 41 feet of oil. And later on today, around I would say 12:30 Mountain Time, the senior will be in action. Alors, nous commençons la journée avec les super seniors. Ils ont d'ailleurs commencé, ça fait quelques carreaux déjà à la première partie. Donc, les super seniors femmes jouent sur les allées 1 à 6, les hommes de 11 à 16. Et cet après-midi, vers 12h30, heure de Calgary, ce sera au tour des seniors de se présenter sur les allées, d'être en action. A las 12:30, los señor van a jugar. So, to start the day, here we are on lane 1 to 6 with the ladies, the super senior. So welcome everyone. It's pretty early in the morning and already 30 people are watching, so thank you very much. Good morning, Jack Brace. Good morning, Bahamas. So this live stream this week, we would like to thank Big Chief, Jerky, Kramer Mazda, Chicken on the Way, proud sponsors of this PABCON Championship. So thank you very much for your support. We appreciate your help. We appreciate that you encourage the sport of bowling. Without you, we would not be here. Good morning, Joe Nunes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you want to see your favorite bowlers, just go in the chat room and write us your request. We will try to do our best to fulfill your needs. Saludos. Felicidades, Enriqueta Vera. Ayer, el oro para México. So here on lane number 3, that was Deb Lennington. She's teaming up today with Lauren Fast. And on lane number 4, this is bowler from Panama. Just give me a second and I'll get my name. So because I know a few bowlers, but I don't know them all. So just give me a second. I'll be right back. Good morning, Elizabeth. Thanks for watching. Things are doing fine. No, these are not just the women. We will show you some action from on the men's side in a short while, of course. So I'm Guillaume Nadeau, and I am your host, co-host with Mark Buffa from Buffa Distribution in Montreal. We are here the whole week to broadcast, to live stream the PABCON Championship, and it's an honor to be here. We would like to thank Dave Kist from Let's Bowl and Dave Lewis as well. Okay, there you go. So super senior. Okay, so representing Panama on lane 3, this is Araceli Charles. Araceli Charles. So unfortunately, she should not have any chance of medal. She is the only one representing her country. Actually, there are only 2 bowlers from Panama this week. 1 man, one woman. And on lane number 2 from Mexico, this was Mexico. ¿Dónde está Mexico? Good morning, Jason D. Aqui. Aqui from Mexico, de Mexico, Gloria Carrera, Enriqueta Vera. From Canada, Deb Lennington. She left the 6 and the 10 pin on lane 3. On lane number 5, this is Argentina. Creo que es Estela de Lucia, Maria. I'm doing good, Jason. Things are fine here in Calgary. So yesterday with the super senior women, things got pretty exciting at the end of the session, at the end of the squad, because there was a race between Nora Delgado and Enriqueta Vera for the gold medal. And at the finish line, Enriqueta Vera, she needed a spare or a strike to get the win, and she got a perfect strike, dead flush. That was so exciting. Mexico was en fuego at the end. And also there were 5 female bowlers in quest for the bronze. So that was very, very exciting. Good action by the super senior women. Let's remind everyone that this category is represented by bowlers aged from 60 years old and plus. On lane number 5, this is Ruth Vasquez de Colombia. And on lane number 3, Lauren Fast from Canada. And she will get a 3 count. That was a tough spare, right? A tough split. Let's see what Ruth can do. Great ball by Ruth. That's a strike. And whoops, this is Sean Foster, Team Canada's coach. Lorraine was in the hunt also for the bronze, as well as Deb, who's on lane number 4. They have lots of international experience, both of them. And trip 4 for Deb Lennington, and a strike. From Bolivia on lane number 3, she is the only woman from her country. This is Ana Miranda. And on lane number 6, at the far right of your screen, this is Nora Delgado. She ended up with the silver medal yesterday. But you know, after 5 games, 9 frames, she had a 1-pin lead. Can you imagine? Her game was finished, and she was waiting for Vera to complete her game and see what she could do. And unfortunately for her, she ended up second. So everyone, if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to add your comment in the chat room. We are live from Calgary, Alberta. This is day number 2 of the PABCON Championship. Of course, we will post the results as soon as game number 1 is completed. So we will copy paste the link in the chat room. And please, everyone, spread the news. Spread the news, tell your friends, tell your family to join us. That's really easy, youtube.com/Buffa Bowling, B-U-F-F-A Bowling, Buffa Bowling. So here's a little bit of action on the men's side now. I know that we have some friends from the Bahamas watching. On lane number 13, it was Yul. Let me see that name again. Yul Yote. Sorry about the pronunciation. Sometimes these are names that we're not used to see, so we apologize for that. Nice pair by Yul. He started off strong with a 3-baggers, but unfortunately he had some troubles with frames number 4, 5, and 6, and now he's back with the spare. And now on lane 14, representing Canada, he is David Dunphy on the approach, looking for a double in the 8th. Oh, Brooklyn strike! Hey, you see that? His partner today is Jack Gay. He lives in Alberta, but he is from Quebec, and his family is here this week to encourage Jack. And on lane 14, from the Bahamas, Gregory Taylor. I wouldn't mess with Gregory Taylor. He's a big guy, big, strong guy. And he leaves the 10-pin. Jack Gay yesterday won the silver medal. Very, very impressive yesterday. He had a slow start. So as I was saying, Jack Gay got the silver medal. He had a slow start. But as soon as he got lined up, man, that man was on fire. The boom will come, Jason. Es muy difícil de comentar las mujeres porque ellas jugar en la pista 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 y es muy difícil de ver los resultados. Voy a trabajar. Thanks for my Spanish, but I'm trying everything I can. So first game here for Mexico is almost done. Puerto Rico as well. They bowl on lane 11 and 12, and unfortunately, we can't see them. But Isaac from Mexico started off with 248, and his partner Alfonso Rodriguez, if he can strike in the 10th, would shoot 226. He has 136 in the 7th frame. Hey, c'est là-bas. Strike for Alfonso. De nada. De nada. David Dunphy on lane number 14. Strike. 3-bagger for Dunphy. And far right of your screen, we have the Dominican Republic with Rolando Sebelen, el papá de la familia Sebelen en Santo Domingo. Hola a todos de Santo Domingo, ¿cómo estás? Oh, not so lucky here. Chopped that spear, sorry. And Jack Gay back on lane 14, looking for a double. Great shot by Mr. Jack. Oops, sorry. We're back. And for Mexico, Mexico will have a great start. Puerto Rico 212, 161. México 224, 248. Hola Colombia, ¿cómo estás? Nora, segunda, ayer. So women are finished. Most of them are finished. Most of them are finished. I can see that Argentina 198, 145. Colombia 145, 191 y no vivo los resultados de las canchas 1, 12, 13 y 14. Discúlpame, perdóname. Pista número 4, Ana Miranda de Bolivia. Let me just go back to David Dunphy on lane 13, looking for a 5-bagger. Well, too high. And here, Lauren Fass on lane 3. De Panama, pista 4. ¿Cómo se llama la mujer? Se llama Araceli Charles. Lorraine Fass on lane 3 has a lot of experience, especially at the Tournament of the Americas. I would say that I think that she is the one Canadian that has represented our country the most at the Tournament of the Americas. Actually, she was there just a couple weeks ago. So let's see if she's going to convert that spare. So Deb Lennington from Canada 176 and Lorraine 139. Hola México, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Bien, muy bien.
Algunas personas aquí are watching you.
Ah, mi hijo preguntó algo.
Pienso.
Sí, sí, seguro.
Buena suerte.
Gracias.
So ladies are done. Let's go back to the men. So David Dunphy ended up with 245 and the Bahamas 174 and Yule, who's on lane 14, will go on the left side of the pocket, leaves the 9-pin, should be good for a spare. Spare strike would be 168 for Yule. And Jagge has 3 strikes in a row, second ball in the 10th frame. Big strike. Whoops. As for here, Rolando Sebelen de la República Dominicana 165. Y Hilton Núñez 2 strikes. Es posible que hace una partido de 222. Hello, Jack Brace. Good morning. Thanks for watching us again. Here in Calgary, weather is nice, but it's kind of cold in the morning. And even in the bowling center, it's cold. You see, I'm wearing my vest. I wish I could not wear it, but it's cold here. We are just next to the entrance. Okay, everyone. Men are finished. Colombia 232 y 168. So we should have the result in a couple of minutes. I will post the link. Don't worry. ¿Qué pasa?
They didn't transition.
Oh, okay, we'll be back. Technical problem here. Sorry. Now, can you hear me? Second try. Can you hear me? Hello, Brian McLean. Do you hear me now? Please give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. I think it should be working now. I can read English. I'm sorry, but I can read English and I can speak English too. All right, so again, as I was saying, we had some technical issues with the lane assignment with the men, so this is why we had to stop commenting or giving the sound and everything. So now we're back. Sound is working, live stream is working, camera is working, so everything's fine. Again, welcome to the live stream of this 2018 PABCON Championship. The women are halfway through the second game. I'm going to give you the link here once again to check the result. There you go. Let me see if the results are in. So because we had some problems with the lane assignment with the men, we had to enter the scores manually. So here what we have, we have the result after one game for the women. So it's a little bit bigger here, so don't be surprised if you see Bolivia with 156. That's absolutely normal because there is only one participant from Bolivia. This is Ana Miranda, so she bowled 156. Same with Panama, only one bowler from Panama. Her name is Araceli Charles, and she bowled 161. So results are in. Whoops. Sorry, just a second. There you go. We're back with the ladies. So Puerto Rico, pista número 3. Bowling for Puerto Rico, Galen Nazario y Vivian Noble. Lauren Fast, strike on lane 5. And we'll see if Bera can convert the spare. Whoops, got her ball on the 10-pin. Nora Delgado switched balls. She used the Rotogrip Idol most of the day yesterday, and now she's using something different. I don't know what ball exactly, but I mean the color of the Rotogrip Idol is pretty obvious. She left the 4 and the 5 pin. Lauren Fast from Canada has a really good start. she had a double, 2 spares, and a 3-bagger. Okay, so actually these are the results. I was wrong a couple of minutes ago. I was wrong with the score sheet. Now this is good, and this is the result for the women. So Mexico is first, Argentina is second, Colombia is third, Canada fourth, Puerto Rico fifth, and Panama and Bolivia 6th and 7th. So these are the official results after one game for the ladies. And you see the games here, and Enriqueta Vera shot a wonderful game of 230. And let me see if I can get the result for the men now. Yep. All right, and the men, Canada is first with 487, Mexico 472, Colombia 400 even. The Dominican Republic is fourth with 384, Puerto Rico 373, and the Bahamas 341. That's the standing after one game. And individual results. Well, we had pretty good games for the men. Isaac Emke 248, David Dunphy from Canada 245, Jack Gate 242, Fernando Morales 232, Alfonso Rodriguez 224, sorry, Hilton Nunez 219, and Jamie Almendro 212. So pretty good scores for the men. I think that we will see scores similar to what we had yesterday in the singles event, because you know that they are using the same oil pattern as yesterday. This is the WTBA Rome, 41 feet of oil. Altone, good morning. Canadian Tenpin Hall of Fame, Altone is in the chat room. Great to see you. Thanks for watching. So from Puerto Rico, pista 13 es César Wilches. En el 4, Hugo, 67. En de Colombia, pista número 14 es Gemi Almendro. So this is a tough spare for the Puerto Rican bowler. There were 5 pins on the deck, but well covered. Always difficult to get spares when there are so many pins on the deck. But he did well there. His partner is Carlos Benitez. Great shot by Fernando Morales de Colombia. 3 strikes. En el 4, Hugo. Dígame. So Fernando has 89 in the 4th, working on the 3-bagger, and on lane number 3, left-hander Carlos Benitez. He started off with a 3-bagger, 3 spares, and now the 4 and the 7 pin are standing. Far right of your screen, lane 16, this is David Dunphy. Clean game so far. He is in the 8th frame. Ooh, that's a split. 2, 4, 10. You will have to get the ball left of the 2-pin and wish that the 2-pin will hit the 10. You need precision here for this split. Right in front of me, it's the Bahamas with Gregory Taylor. He has 115 in the 6. Gregory Taylor, double wood now. And we have also Rolando Sebelen de la República Dominicana, pista 11. So scores were very high first game, and now I think that the lane change had some effect on the bowlers. Ladies are finished. Let me see if I can get some results for you. Canada. Oh wow, 245 for Lauren Fast. What a game. And 175 for Deb Lennington, her partner. Mexico 167, 162. Puerto Rico 169, 170 9, pienso. And I have a 143, no, 144, 160 something on lane number 3, but I can't say which country it is. That's too far from where I am. So we'll wait a few seconds. When the ladies start their third game, we'll go back to them. So we're back with the men. Fernando Morales, Hambone. 4 strikes. Ooh, oh no. Almost got the spare here. That was so difficult. David Dunphy from Canada looking for a spare on lane 15 with the 3-pin and the 6-pin. That's done. He has 141 in the 8th, spare in the 9th. Jack Gay is having some trouble on lane 15 and 16. He only has 111 in the 7th frame and a spare in the 8th. So I remind everyone that this is the doubles competition, super senior. Women are playing from lane 1 to 6. Men are playing from lane 11 to 16. Unfortunately, we cannot cover lane 11 and 12 with our cameras. However, if in game number 6 there is something interesting, something going on with the results for these 2 lanes, we will change our cameras and we'll try to give you some close-up action. Jack Gay now for the spare on lane 15. Well done. And here's a strike for Carlos Benitez de Puerto Rico. And let's see if Fernando Morales can get a 5th strike in a row. Whoops. No, 7-pin. That was a good shot, a little bit light, but pins could have carry a little bit more. Mr. Bradley, I would love to show you some Bahamas men double team. However, they are on lane 11 and 12, and we are not able to show you them right now. But next game they should move somewhere on lane 13, 14, 15, or 16. So this way you will be able to watch your favorite bowlers. There's Gregory Taylor and Yule Old. Sorry again about that pronunciation. Cesar Wilches, 125 in the 9th. He went high on that one. ¿Cómo se va el equipo de México? Isaac. Es posible que juega un partido de 194 con un strike. Eres sobre la pista 15. Great shot here by Isaac. 194. And Mr. Bradley, for your information, your team is now starting the 10th frame. Gregory has 135 in the 7th with a double in the 8th and 9th. And he goes for 3 strikes, a turkey for Gregory. And his partner, he has 133 in the 8th with a spare in the 9th. Jack Gay, lane 16, far right of your screen. Tenpin. So David Dunphy ended up with 180. César Wilches de Colombia, 145. Con 3 strikes, Fernando. No. Double wood for Fernando. Maximum score for him would be 236, 236. You don't have to be sorry, Alan. I'm pretty sure that that the Bahamians people at home favor their country as well. You know, we all have our favorites, but of course we wish everyone the best of success. That's for sure. So Gregory Taylor, that's a really nice game of 214 for him. Puerto Rico. Un momento, por favor. 188, 183. If you are wondering why we haven't talked about the USA so far, it's only because there are no teams, no super senior teams from the United States, only senior teams. So they will be in action this afternoon. The seniors should start around 12:30. So most of the men are finished. The Dominican Republic and the Bahamas are finishing up their 10th frame. Now let's have a look at the women. Cancha 3, Mexico. Cancha 4, Argentina. Cancha 5, Puerto Rico. Deb Lennington is on the left, looking for spare. Woo! Almost missed it on the left. Far right, far right. This is Colombia, missing the 10 pin. Back on lane 3, this is Enrique Tabera. Oro Ayer Sencillo. So on lane 6 we have Bolivia with Ana Miranda, and Panama con la señora Charles. La pista 5 es el equipo de Puerto Rico. Vivian está en la cancha, la pista 5. Tiene 2 strikes and an 8 count. And now it's Unspera. Thanks for everyone watching at home. It's nice to see that we have some fans. Now we have a larger audience with this first international event that we are live streaming. Once again, thank you to Dave Lewis and Dave Kist for inviting us. This is such an honor. This is such a pleasure. Let's Bowl is a really great place to play bowling here. 30 lanes of action. There are some arcades, a pro shop, Strike Easy with Richard Usina. Brendan Rogers also works at the shop. So thank you everyone here at Let's Bowl. And of course, this live stream is brought to you by Chicken on the Way, Kramer Mazda, and Big Chief Jerky. If you're hungry this morning, get your jerky. Vera, cancha 4. A la izquierda, un strike para Vera. Argentina, la cancha 3. No puedo ver los nombres de las mujeres de Argentina, pero pienso que sobre la cancha 3 ahora está Stella de Luca. Sí, Estela. La otra jugadora es María. Yes, thank you, Brian. It's a really good idea just to give us a thumbs up if you like the streaming. And as I said a few minutes ago, Super Senior. There is no team from USA. The USA didn't send any Super Senior bowlers. They focused on the senior. So the senior category is from 50 to 59 years old, and Super Senior starts at 60 years old. So the Americans will be in action around 12:30 with all the other countries. Bahamas, Irhar, your bowlers, Gregory Taylor with the strike here on lane 16. So he started with a spare, now a strike. And Yule also started this third game with a spare. So now we have Colombia, Canada, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Bahamas, and Puerto Rico from lane 11 to 16. Rolando Sebelén. A la izquierda un strike. The Sebelén family is very, very popular back in the Dominican Republic. They traveled all around the world for different championships, not just the father, but also his sons. So it's a long tradition of bowling in the Dominican Republic in Santo Domingo. Hola a todos de Santo Domingo, de la República Dominicana, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, estoy muy bien. So let me see if we have some results now after. Yep. Oh, now it looks like I have a problem with this. Oh, is it back? Yes. Result. Yes, I do have results for you. So Canada is now first with a big game of 420 thanks to Lauren Fast with a game of 240 with 245, right? So Canada is now first, Mexico second with a 32 pin deficit. Puerto Rico is third with 661 after 2 games. And let's see if we have the results now for the men. No, not yet. So as soon as we have the result, I'll come back to show them. All right. So the chat room is on fire this morning. Thanks everyone. It's good reading you. If you have any requests, just ask us a question. From where I am right now, I can see that most of the women now are in the 8th frame, 7th, 8th frame, something like that. Ana Miranda is on lane 6 from Bolivia. She has 103. She has 103 in the 6th frame, working on his pair. Oh, good strike. Hey, she's happy with that strike. And on lane 5, this is Vivian from Puerto Rico with another strike. She has a double now. And she has 104 in the 6 with a double, and her partner has 115 if I am not mistaken. 125 in the 7th frame for Gloria de Puerto Rico, and she has a spare in the 8th. For Araceli Charles de Panama, that's 113 in the 7th frame with a spare in the 8th. And Ana Miranda de Bolivia, 123 in the 7th frame, strike in the 8th, and now it's an 8 count. It's an 8 count in the 9th frame. I would need super glasses for lane 1 to 4. Lane number 1, far left. You can see Lauren Fast with a strike. Lorraine is doing good this morning. They are looking for a medal. Lorraine missed the podium. She was in the race for a bronze medal, but in the 6th game yesterday she had some problems. She didn't bowl as well as she would have liked to, but today is another day. Sean Foster is behind Team Canada coach. Deb Lennington on lane number 2 asking the ball to go left, and that was a bit too high. Bera on lane 3. Yesterday Bera was very consistent. Never too high, never too low. And that was good for a gold medal. Spare for Debbie. Sergio, no comprendo. Perdóname, no comprendo. ¿Es posible que escribir en inglés, por favor? I'm still waiting for the results for the men. So on lane 14, this is Ron Moore. Ron Moore. I saw Ron Moore in the chat room and I thought of him, but this is rather Rolando Sebelen leaving the 5-pin. Yeah, Jack, Lenny Borish is with us this week. He will be bowling later on this afternoon around 12:30, 10 to 1, something like that. Make sure to be there. Team USA will be live. So this time on lane 11, we have Team Colombia and Team Canada. Oh my gosh! What a feat by David Dunphy. He had the 1, 2, 4, 6, and 10. And he threw his second shot at the same right place, and he left the same 5 pins. Wow. You don't see that often. We'll get to the women shortly, in a short moment. I just want to show you what Carlos Benitez will do on lane 15 from Puerto Rico. He started with a 4-bagger, spare in the 5th. Almost got a strike here, leaving the 5-pin. And on lane 13, this is Alfonso. The ball did not come back. Almost missed the head pin. This is a 5 count. No strikes for him so far in this third game. Spare, 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 spare. And actually, this is the same spare he left 2 frames ago in the same lane. And this time, yeah, he gets it again. Good spare shooter, I guess. This is how you win middle. Strike for the show, spare for the dough. I learned that a couple of years ago with my co-host, Mark Buffa. Argentina is about to finish its game, as well as the Mexican team. So for Mexico, there's a possibility of 147, if I'm not wrong. Gloria de Argentina, she has 147 in the 9th. Spare here, so she could shoot 167. And for Mexico, lane 4, that's 147. No, actually, she has a double now in the 10th, so with another one it would be 157. So for Gloria, that's 164. And 9 count, 8 count. So 155. 155 for Mexico. And Vera will finish her game. She has a strike in the 9th. And I think it's 133, I think, in the 8th with a strike in the 9th. And for Argentina, Maria on lane 3, she has 140. Yes, 140 in the 8th, working on a spare. Yes, and she gets the strike here. So 116 the ninth, first strike. Oops, Beta missing her 10 pin. That's one. I think it's 160. Sorry, I can't see. I can see her score. Now, second ball at the 10th frame for Maria. That's a 7 count. The 4, 6, and 10 are still standing. So for Maria, it will be a nice game of ones. With the spirit would be 180. And here, let's see how many pins she will get. Here, 2 pins, so that's 179 for Maria and 164 for Stella de Lucia. So women are finished. Let's go back to the men and let me see if I can get some results for you. Okay, yes we do. Mexico is now first. Let me show you the results for the men now after 2 games. Mexico is first with 902. Canada has had a really tough second game after a strong start. They had a second game of 349. Things can change really fast here. One game and boom, you're down. And Colombia is third. Puerto Rico fourth, Bahamas fifth, and the Dominican is sixth. That's the standing after 2 games. And according to what I see right now, I think that yes, the Mexican will remain first. Should remain first after this 3rd game. Now so lane 13 and 14 are starting the 8th frame. 11 and 12, they are starting their 10th frame. And on lane 15 and 16 with Puerto Rico and Bahamas, they are ending their 9th frame. So good morning everyone. Once again, welcome to this special presentation of the 2018 PABCON Championship Senior and Super Senior. 9 countries are in Alberta this week. The United States, Canada, Colombia, Mexico, República Dominicana, Puerto Rico, Bahamas, Bolivia, Argentina, Panama. So that's 10 countries, sorry. But Panama has only 2 bowlers, one man and 1 woman. And for Bolivia, there is only 1 woman. So yesterday was the single event. Today doubles. We'll have trios, teams, and masters as well. So Alfonso finally got a strike in the 7th frame, but he came back with another spare in the 8th. Hilton Nunez looking for spare. Well done. That was the baby split on the left. So let me see, chat room. I know there are some people watching from Canada, the Bahamas, but where else? Do we have people from Mexico? Do we have people from the Dominican Republic? Where do you come from? Please write us your country, your hometown. We want to say hello to everyone watching. So David Dunphy from Canada, he had a split in the 10th frame, ended up with 175. Jack Gay has 177 in the 9th and a strike in the 10th. He's looking for a game of 207. Cesar de Colombia, 218. And people from Bahamas, you will be happy to hear that Gregory Taylor shot 225. And on lane 16, his partner is at the ball return. He has a possibility of 202, but he needs 3 strikes. Starting his 10th frame. Spare in the 9th. And Jack Gay 197. That's good for 372 for Canada. Alfonso Rodriguez, lane 13 from Mexico. Bit too high after going light, now is too high, leaving the 4-pin. I hope this will not affect his confidence, because we all know that Alfonso can strike a lot. He has a lot of experience in the United States. He's been around for years and years. Mark Buffa was telling some stories about him yesterday. I wish I could retell the stories, but that will probably come later. He talked about some tournaments in Las Vegas. And one thing I remember though is that when Mark was younger, he always tried to look at the older bowlers to get some tips and see how they would bowl so that he can improve his game. And Alfonso was one of the bowlers he was looking up to when he was younger. So Bahamas are done, 415, 225 in Yule, 190. Puerto Rico also are done, 181, 207. So that's good for 388. Rolando Sebelen is on lane 13, 8 count. Isaac now. Oh, wow. 7-10. Pocket 7-10. I've done that spare once in my life. One pin, so 215 for Isaac from Mexico. His partner Alfonso is now on lane 14. I see some of the senior bowlers making their way into Let's Bowl. So some of them are coming here to encourage the other competitors from the Super Senior. Great ball by Alfonso. That's a strike. Two more and he will get 195. Nope. Tenpin. So for la República Dominicana, Rolando 167, Hilton Núñez 188. 167, 188. And Alfonso 185. Clean game though. So while the men are switching lanes, let's go back to the women. Here on lane 4 we have from Panama Araceli Charles. And lane number 3 on the approach now is Deb Lennington. She is teaming up today with Lauren Fass. Lorraine is bowling well today. She had a high game of 245 in the second game. I think she is on a mission. She wants that gold medal for Canada. Let's see here. Looks good. Whoa, yeah, the 8-pin falls at the last second. Woo, that was light. She had a good carry here.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, you see, this is Mark Buffa. He's been working hard this morning. As I told you earlier on, we had some issues with the lane assignments with the men, so Mark was there to
Blame Pat.
blame Pat.
Yeah.
Who's Pat?
Buddy Pat.
Oh yeah, buddy Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Ana Miranda. Okay, so Deb Lynch, wow. Deb Linnington, sorry, on lane 4, leaving the 4-pin. So can I see some results here for the ladies? Stella de Argentina, 76 in the 5th, 9 count in the 6th. That's the 5-pin. Spare, that's good. And now Maria, she has 61 in the 5th. Nora Delgado is on lane 5 with a 10-pin, trying to convert that spare. No problem. Right on the nose. So everyone, I'm going to take a really short break. I will come back in a few minutes. I will leave you with the ladies here for this little intermission. And I guess that when I'll come back, I'll have some results to share with you. Well, let's see first if we have the results for the ladies. Then I'll take my short break. Oh, yes, we do. Canada is back first. Canada is back. So 11-11 for Canada. Mexico 10-19. Puerto Rico 10-10. This is the podium so far. That's a great day for Canada. The women are bowling great. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Sorry about that. This is what I wanted to see. So you see Lauren Fast after a slow start. Boom! 245 and 187. She has the best series so far with 571. And her partner, Deb Linnington, has 540 after 3 games. So together, they had a really nice game of 376, third game. Really good. So again, here's the standing after 3 games for the women. Canada is first, Mexico is second, Puerto Rico is third. And here, do we have something? Oh yes, we do have the results for the men too. So Mexico is still first. Oh, Mexico has a 94-pin lead over Canada. Canada has had a super start with 487, but now is struggling. And if I was on the lane right now, I would try to line up because Colombia is coming back. You see here 12:08 for Canada, Colombia 11:84. The Bahamas are Bahamas fourth with 11:40. Puerto Rico 11:32. So yeah, Puerto Rico and Bahamas could surprise. You know, with 3 games remaining, it's anybody's game. And here you see the single standings after 3 games. Isaac Emke, 657. Fernando Morales, 653. Alfonso Rodriguez, the other bowler from Mexico. Teammate of Isaac, 6:45. And Bahamas, look, Gregory Taylor is bowling really good today with 6:13. Jack Gay had a really good start, but kind of struggling, as I was saying earlier. 6:08. David Dunphy, same, with 6-0 even after 3 games. So we are halfway through the second day of this. Whoops. Sorry, guys. We are halfway through this. Oh my gosh, what a strike. No, what a spare. That was a huge split, and I saw this pair at the very last second. So yeah, I'm going to take a short break. I'll leave you with the audio.
Parking lot and start over.
side, side. This is Lauren Fast on lane 5. The ladies are starting a new game right now. And see what I have here? Big Cheap Jerky Original. Thank you for sponsoring the PABCON Championship, the live stream. I'll have myself a jerky really soon because I'm starting to get hungry. Yeah, so that's 2 spares and 1 strike for Deb Lennington, and now it's Lauren Stern on lane 6. She has 2 spares to start her 4th game. You can't see her at the moment, but now she's right there, far right of your screen. This is Lauren Fast. Now on the approach, looking for a strike. Will she get it? Oh, that was a really nice shot, but the Tenpin didn't want to fall. And Bera, Enriqueta Bera on lane 5. She went Brooklyn again. Ana Miranda is on lane 2. Great shot. Oh, almost got the 8 and the 10 split, but the 8 went down at the last second. Nice pair by Bera. Results for the super senior women should be in anytime soon. Great shot here by the Colombian bowler on lane 4. She got her strike. Deb Lennington is looking for a spare here with the 2 and the 3 and the 6 pin, but she chopped. So we will have a look at the end of the 4th game by the men. Four strikes for Gregory Taylor. He has 89 in the 6 with a 4-bagger. He is on lane 13. And David Dunphy from Canada looking for a second strike in the 10th. Oh, no. A couple of pins wanted to hit the 6 pin, but it refused to cooperate. Great shot again by Mr. Taylor. 5 baggers, drop a nickel. Rolando Sebelen from the Dominican Republic is done with his 4th game, and he had a game of 126. Cesar de Colombia 198, sorry. And Hilton Nunez from the Dominican now has 3 strikes. And good shot by Taylor, 208. Great way to finish a match with 5 strikes and a 9 count. So 208, David Dunphy 205, Jack Gay now on the approach, lane 14, 186 in the 8th, spare in the 9th. Oh my gosh, and wow, that's a split. He was not looking for that for sure. I don't know if he just pulled it or missed his target, or I don't know. Kind of sad because he had a really good game here. Could have shot 236. So that's 212 for Jack Gay and a total of 417 for the Canadians. Yule has 114 in the 7th, working on a 3-bagger. He is on lane 13. Oh, boom! At the last second, the 2-pin went down, 4-bagger. So 392 for Colombia, 364 for the Dominican. And another strike for Yule. That's 5 in a row, 204. What a comeback by the Bahamas. By looking at their first 5 frames, we would have not expected them to shoot for 12, but wow, they got some strikes in the other half of that game, and now they are in the plus, looking to get a medal. And that could be possible. This game will give them a push. So again, I want to see if we have some results for the women. Yes, we do. Canada still first with a huge lead over Colombia. Right here. So Canada is first, 391, fourth game. Colombia had a beautiful 407. Mexico is third. Oh, but you see it's pretty close between Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Colombia. These three countries could win either the silver or the bronze medal. And if things don't change, Canada should win a gold medal here. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is what I would wish for, but I mean anything can happen. 2 games left. Yesterday things changed really fast. Within 1 game, the standings, I remember the standings for the men, the super senior. You know, at one point Jack Gay was first, then he went second, he went third, he went up second again. So anything can happen, it's anybody's game. But wow, there are only 13 pins between the second, the third, and the fourth position here. Whoops, sorry again. Thank you for watching, everyone. There are almost 100 people watching. These are good numbers. Thank you, Jason, for your comment. I appreciate trying my best, even though English is not my first language. I admit I would prefer in French, but still, trying my best to make sure that everyone at home can feel the action here at Let's Bowl in Calgary, Alberta. Once again, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave, for being our host. Enriqueta Vera es muy popular. Hay muchas personas en el chatroom que están hablando de Enriqueta Vera. She has a 9 count here in the 5th frame, and other senior bowlers are arriving here at Let's Bowl. So here's super senior women. Deb Lennington, 106 in the 6th with a spare in the 7th. Lorraine, 102 in the 6th, working on a strike. The Mexican team has 105 with a strike and 127 with a spare, and they are in the 8th frame right now. So the crowd here is bigger and bigger as the senior bowlers are making their way to the bowling center. They should bowl around 12:30. I appreciate the comment, Jason. Thank you very much. So this is the 5th game for the men. They are right in front of me. I think what I'll do is that I will leave the action on the women's side since they are about to finish their 5th game. 2 frames left, then I'll go back to the men's. So you see, this is one thing I like about the sport of bowling is that, yes, we know about the youth bowlers and the adult bowlers, but sometimes we kind of forget about the senior and the super senior. But hey, they are very active. They are active bowlers. They have their own championships. They qualify for their national teams. This is something serious. And you can be 7 years old or 77 years old. You have a chance to represent your country at an international tournament. There are not a lot of sports that can do that, actually. So anybody can play bowling. The young one, the older ones, no matter what color of skin you are. That is not important. What is important is the love of the sport. And everyone here loves this sport. This I can tell. And what I like also about the senior and super senior is the friendship. I love seeing people chatting, sharing. I feel like the seniors are more relaxed than what we could see with the youth and the adults sometimes. Thank you, Dennis. It's our pleasure to be here, but you know, if we're here, that's because the 2 Daves here, Dave Lewis and Dave Kist, invited us. And that's also because we have some sponsors and we would like to thank them a lot. Big Chief Jerky. Look, right here, Big Chief Jerky, thank you very much. Thank you to Kramer Mazda in Calgary. I drive a 6.5 myself and ooh, I love this car. And my first car was a Mazda 3. I had this car for 12 years and now a 6.5. Standard transmission, I just love it. It doesn't cost too much on gas. We're so comfortable, it's like being in my living room. And thanks also to Chicken on the Way. Chicken on the Way in Calgary. There's also a couple of locations outside of Calgary. If you want great chicken, this is where you should go. And plus, you will save on dishes. What a deal! So thank you to our sponsors. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kegel, for the lane maintenance. Martin Purdy is spending the week in Calgary too. Thanks to CTF, thanks to PABCON. And we hope that this tournament here will help us bringing more international competitions in Canada. That's the goal. And we have everything to get international competitions in Canada. We have good proprietors, we have good bowling centers, we have good bowlers. So we'll do it again, that's for sure. So I know that lane 1 and 2 with the women, these two lanes are done. And Deb Lennington had a game of 159. Unfortunately, she missed her spare in the 10th. And now Lorraine got her first strike in the 10th. She has a possibility of a 190 game. For Mexico, I see 153. Again, with a missing spare, a missed spare in the 10th. Enriqueta Vera, Todos. She will shoot a game of 205. A clean game, strike, spare, spare, spare. Double, spare, spare, double 9. Great game by Vera. And Lorraine has a double in the 10th. I see that Nora Delgado de Colombia 166 y Ruth Vázquez pista 4. Momento, por favor. Okay, so no, 166. This is the score of Puerto Rico, first bowler of Puerto Rico, and 203 for the second bowler of Puerto Rico. I think that Nora Delgado shot 170 something and 2 something for her partner Ruth. So the 5th game is in the book for the ladies. Now I will switch back to the men, the super senior. There you go. So Jack Gay, he has a spare, 3-bagger, a spare. David Dunphy is struggling a little bit. He got his first strike, then a split and 3 9 counts, 3 spares. Isaac Enki from Mexico, 3 baggers, 9 spare, and a strike now. 6 frame. His partner Alfonso missed a spare in the first frame and got a 4-bagger. Now double for Isaac Emke from Mexico. Alfonso, un strike, 5 strikes. And let me remind you, everyone, that in September 8th and September 9th, Buffa Distribution will present the first Montreal Open. $5,000 is guaranteed to the winner of this Open. Pete Weber will be in town in Montreal. There are more than 300 entries so far. First squad is full, so you need to go to buffabowling.com to register to get a spot. This tournament will be held at the 440 lanes in Laval. Of course, we will live stream this tournament. This will probably be the tournament of the year here in Canada. So if you are from the United States, if you are close by, you can come. We expect some bowlers from the state of New York, Vermont, Maine. Here in Canada, we know that Felicia Wong, 2018 Canadian Team Trials champion, will come to Montreal, as well as Matt Damon, who won the qualifier here at Let's Bowl. All expenses paid to get to Montreal. There will be a bunch of people from Ontario as well. So Montreal Open, buffabowling.com. Follow the links to register yourself. You don't want to miss that tournament.
This is awesome.
Really? You like that?
You should give this to the States.
So we just had some good comments from Tish Johnson, Team USA member. She said that our setting is #1, and she said that the United States should get us to live stream the tournaments. So United States, if you are listening, well, call Buffa Distribution and we will cover your tournament. It will be a pleasure to live stream your tournament. Mark Buffa, my colleague, has worked so hard to get all this together. I remember first live stream we did was last year, about same date. It was the Expo-K tournament at the Volta Bowling Center in Boucherville, just outside of Montreal. We just had an iPad, a camera, and that was it. But today we have a soundboard, 2 computers, 3 cameras. We have our own Wi-Fi connection. So this is why this tournament can be live streamed the way it is right now. So please, if you like the live stream, give us a thumbs up, and please share, because sharing is loving. Good morning, Serge Rioux. Big Chief, jerky.
All is good.
All is good, and we had some good comments from Tish Johnson a couple of minutes ago. She said, you need to bring this to the United States.
Oh, really?
Yes, she said that.
What's the site? That's million.
Oh, I forgot. I did at the beginning of the day, but I forgot to copy paste the results.
Morning? I don't know. Morning still?
There you go. Here's the link for the results. And with this link, you will have also the results for the singles that we had yesterday. So Puerto Rico here, Jimmy with a spare. He has 110 in the 7th, spare in the 8th. Carlos Benitez will be on lane 13 in any second. He has 115 in the 6th, working on a strike in the 7th. The Mexican team is doing well again. David Dunphy with a double here. Left-hander from Puerto Rico, 7-pin standing. Isaac has a 3-bagger, a spare, a double, a 2 spares. Now it's the 9th frame for him. 167 in the 7th, working on a spare, 10-pin, sorry. Now Jack Gay for Canada on lane 16. 159. Strike in the 8th. 9th frame. Let's see what he can do now. Looks good. Strike for Jack Gay. Canada is trailing by 144 pins. Mexico is first, Puerto Rico is third, and just behind is Colombia, 4 pins behind Puerto Rico. And let's not forget the Bahamas. They are 5th, but they are only 28 pins behind Puerto Rico. And as I said earlier, it's still anybody's game because one game can make a big difference. Strike for Mexico. Oh, we can see that it's coming to the end. The Mexicans wants that medal. And for the Bahamas, Gregory Taylor keeps striking here. 3 strikes for Gregory Taylor, the big man from the Bahamas. He has 115 in the 6th. His partner Yule has 110 in the 7th. Strike, spare in the 8th. You can't see them at the moment because they are on lane 11 and 12. Brooklyn strike for Yule. Oh boy. 130 now. So the Canadian team and the Mexican team are in the 10th frame right now. Spare by Dunphy. Possibility of 192. Mexico. Oh, that's 4 strikes for Gregory Taylor. Bahamas is on fire. There are many fans from the Bahamas behind that pair of lane 11 and 12. So Kelly Dunphy, your father, finished his 5th game with 192. He had a split in the second frame. Other than that, all spares and strikes. And that's another strike for Isaac Emke, 236. Jack Gay now on lane 15. No, yes, no, yes. Oh, come on, Tenpin. I think that we saw the serial number of the Tenpin. So Gregory Taylor had a game of 222. Now Jack Gay has a possibility of 228. Yule, oh, too bad. 9 pin for Yule. And Jack Gay, 7 pin, so that's 227 for Jack Gay. Total of 419 for the Canadian team. And wow, the team of Mexico has a possibility of 494. That's close to 500. That's a lot of pins. Wow, what a game for Mexico. Alfonso with 258. So they will stay first after 5 games. And to be honest with you, I think this is a done deal for them. Oh. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, Carlos wanted that other strike in the 10th. It would have been important for them because they are in the hunt also for a place on the podium. Every strike is important. You don't want to see that kind of splits. So 358 for Puerto Rico, 354 for the Dominican, 392 for the Bahamas. Yeah, 358 also for Colombia. So Puerto Rico and Colombia had games of 358 both. So the 4-pin difference is still on after 5 games. And for the Bahamas, they are still in the hunt. Please, Bahamas, don't panic. Stay cool, relax. You're there, you're there. But you need some big numbers now. Okay, you need to get some strikes if you want to get up. And for, yeah, so I would say that, okay, so I say that Mexico, done deal, gold medal. Okay, Canada has more than 50 pins. Yeah, Canada has more than 50, is more than 50 pins ahead from Puerto Rico and Colombia. They need to stay clean. That's the key. Okay, Canada, listen to me, stay clean, bowl well. Okay, make sure you get all your spares, no splits, and you should have a silver medal. Now, again, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Bahamas, watch out. 6th game will be so important. Every frame will be important. So while the men are switching lanes, let's have a look at the women. The women are about to finish their last game. And let me check that. If we have the results, I guess we do, but give me a second. I will see. Okay, so Canada still first. 1848. Colombia is second with 1767. Puerto Rico 7 pins behind, and Mexico 17 pins behind Colombia. So Mexico, Puerto Rico, Colombia, too bad, but one of you won't have a medal. Of course, hey, that's no surprise, but I mean Colombia could finish 4th. Puerto Rico could also finish 4th, you know, here. Oh my gosh, that will be exciting. So we will stay here with the ladies. 2 frames left, 2 or 3 frames left, depending on which pair you are. I can hear that the senior bowlers from Mexico are behind their team, behind Gloria and Enriqueta. Vera is on the approach, lane 3. What will she do? Buen tiro. No. 9. Argentina is on lane 4. ¿Qué pasa con Argentina? Argentina, 5. Oh, Puerto Rico. We hear people clapping. So, again, let me see the results. Okay, so on lane 5 right now, it's Panama. On lane 6 is Bolivia. Okay, so okay, Puerto Rico, Gloria, 108. 108 in the 7th frame with a spare in the 8th. 133 for Viviane with a strike in the 8th. Here's the shot from Puerto Rico. Count of 7. Mr. Joe Kayak. Good morning. And I wish I could see the scores from the Mexican team. So Mexico now trying to get a spare. I believe that spare is important, of course. Yes, good cover here. That was not an easy one with the 9-pin behind. Again, that spare also on lane 5 is not something easy. Great cover too. Colombia está sobre la canchas 1 y 2. Entonces no puedo ver los resultados. Perdóname. Good spare by Bera. So here with the women, I'm just trying to feel the reaction from the crowd to tell you like who will finish second, third, and fourth, who will get a place on the podium, a medal. Strike by Mexico, 10 frame. So Mexico, it looks like she has like 160 something in the 9th with the strike in the first strike in the 10th. As for Puerto Rico, that's a split and a 2 count, so that's 150. 151 for Puerto Rico. Yeah, Canada, go, go, go! So that's locked in, gold medal for Canada. People are celebrating. Fans at the back are celebrating that gold medal. More and more senior bowlers are arriving here at Let's Bowl, Alberta, Canada. And that's a double for Mexico. Jason, we will turn on to the men in a couple of minutes because the women are finishing their squad and we want to see who's going to win the 3 medals. As soon as they are finished, we will go back to the men. Don't worry. Good 10 frame for Mexico, and that's 190. 190 something for Mexico. So Vivian from Puerto Rico will finish with, for sure, a 190 game. If she gets the spare, it will be 193. And I'm not sure about Colombia, but I don't hear anything from Colombia. I'm guessing that they are disappointed, I guess. So Puerto Rico 343. Ana Miranda de Bolivia 191. Y la jugadora Charles de Panamá 135. Argentina 164, 154. México, momento por favor. México. All right, so as you can see, the hugs. So Canada is first. Lots of emotions behind lane 1 and 2. Canada first, Deb Lennington and Lauren Fast. Second, Mexico. Vamos, Mexico. And third, Puerto Rico. So that's the podium for the super senior women. I repeat, Canada gold, Mexico silver, and Puerto Rico bronze medal. Congratulations. Let's go back to the men now. Halfway through the 6th game. It's almost finished. I just want to double check the results again. So Mexico will win the gold. Yeah, Mexico will win the gold. So Mexico, you can celebrate again. Another medal for you. Vamos, Mexico! Canada has a 100 pin lead. Okay, I'm going to show you the result for the men because we didn't have them a couple of minutes ago, so you can have a better view. So as I said, Mexico gold medal, it's in the book. Okay, it's locked in. Canada second so far with a 100 pin lead over Bahamas. Bahamas, third. Let's pray, Bahamas. Puerto Rico is fourth, but only 6 pins behind the Bahamas, and same with Colombia, 10 pins behind Bahamas. Oh, so we have to keep a close eye on these 3 countries, Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Colombia. So right now, let me see. Okay, so Colombia, 121 in the 6th frame, striking the 7. And Fernando Morales, 91 in the 6th, 7th frame. On lane 12. Let me get that for you. Ooh, ugly split for Colombia. Now, next team, Bahamas. What do they have? It's difficult, Bahamas. I don't want to disappoint you, but it's difficult. 70 in the 5th for Mr. Taylor, striking the 6th. It's almost the same for Yule. 83 in the 5th, striking the 6th frame. So Colombia is ahead of Bahamas right now. And what about Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico 106 in the 5th frame with a spare in the 6th, and 98 in the 5th, striking the 6th. So now, oh boy, so let me revise that. Strike for Colombia, double. So right now it's a race between Puerto Rico and Colombia. Unfortunately, the Bahamas is trailing. Eight count for Gregory Taylor. Fernando Morales is on the approach, as well as Puerto Rico. 10 pin for Puerto Rico, strike for Colombia. Again, done deal for Mexico. Canada, done deal as well for silver. David Dunphy and Jack Gay are bowling extremely well in this last game of the doubles event. So Jack Gay has 157 in the 7th frame, striking the 8th. David Dunphy has 118 in the 5th, working on the 3-bagger. Woo! Just got this pair. I think the wind helped Puerto Rico to get that 10 pin down. 8 count for Colombia, 9 frame. Yule from the Bahamas is back on lane 16. That's his turn. Strike for Bahamas. Important strike here. For the Bahamas, it's a must-strike situation. Strike for Puerto Rico. Carlos Benitez. Things are getting pretty exciting here. between Colombia and Puerto Rico, but let's not forget the Bahamas. With 3 frames to go, this team can surprise. Last game they finished with a string of strikes. Strike for Taylor. Jason, no, it's impossible to get the Canadian right now because you're on lane 11 and 12 and our cameras cannot get this pair. We're sorry about that. We tried to have all the men starting on lane 13, but that was not possible. So here on lane 12, which you can see, Fernando Morales need the spare. Too light for Yule. Oh, open frame here for Colombia. So that opens the door to Puerto Rico for the 3rd step on the podium. Yule went light and he left 2 pins. Here, Colombia. So Jason, you will get some of Canadian action and also some action from Colombia. 10th frame now. Strike for Colombia. Scissor. It's not over for Colombia. Bahamas. Oh, open frame for Yule. So it's getting more and more difficult for the Bahamas. However, 2 frames to go. Gregory Taylor needs that strike here to get a double and get the table set for the 10th frame. Let's see, Gregory. Lane 16. No bucket on lane 16. Back to Colombian and lane 11. No, that's an 8 count. So I guess that won't be enough for Colombia. So Jason, this is David Dunphy, 10th frame. With spare and strike, that would be 233 for him. Puerto Rico, que pasa? 9 count, 9 frame. Cesar from Colombia, spare here, 209. So Fernando Morales, must strike situation, needs all 3 to get a chance for a medal. But that will be very difficult. $233 for David Dunphy. Silver medal again for Canada. And it's over for Colombia. Strike for Yule in the 9th. But no, Puerto Rico will win the bronze medal. So let's see what Jack Gay can do here. Just for you, Jason D. You ask, you get. Thanks to Mark Buffa moving the Mevo camera. Strike for Jack Gay. And with a strike here, Carlos Benitez could close the deal, seal the deal, yes. Brooklyn strike, but that's enough. Puerto Rico, 3rd. Canada, 2nd. And the champions, Mexico. So let's see a little bit more of Jack Gay. This will be another silver medal for Jack Gay at this 2018 PABCON Championship. Stakes were very high here in this sixth game. And I think that some bowlers had too much pressure, I guess. Yep, you're right, Brian. Congratulations to Lorraine and Deb for the doubles gold super senior. Again, don't be surprised, there are no super senior teams from the USA. They only focused on the senior team, so they will be in action in about an hour and a half. Lenny Boresh, Bob Learn Jr., Steve B, and can't remember. Sorry about that. Whoop. So what a run by the Mexicans. Isaac Emke strike, open frame. And now he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 strikes in a row. 8 strikes. Nothing less than that. So that's 212 for Jamie from Puerto Rico. And here, lane 13. Yes, another strike for Isaac Emke, possibility of 267. So the Bahamas did their best, as well as the Colombia team. Unfortunately, too many open frames. And oh yeah, another strike. A slow messenger. And 267 from the Mexican Isaac Emke. What a day he had. So Alfonso Rodriguez will finish his game, as well as Hilton Nunez from the Dominican Republic. 7 count for him, but that doesn't really matter because that gold medal was locked in way before that 10 frame. So great job again by the Mexican. Silver medal, super senior women. Gold medal for the super senior men. Good spare here. Great shot here by Nunez from La República Dominicana. They had a really good game to finish this squad. 9 count for Alfonso Rodriguez, 196 for a total of 463. Congratulations. Felicidades a todos los jugadores. Felicidades a los dos equipos de México. Congratulations to Canada. Congratulations to Puerto Rico. We have 2 bronze medals actually for Puerto Rico. Super senior, female and male.
So let's try to get, let me go get, hey, hi everybody, Mark Buffa here. Hope Guillaume treated you guys good while I was away. Yeah, let me go get some people for interviews so we can make it entertaining. And we will be back afterwards at 12:30 for the senior division. So let me go get some interviews. Be right back.
Qui que je veux, ben, so while we're waiting for Mark to get some people here at the booth, we just want to remind you that this live stream is brought to you by Kramer Mazda in Calgary, Big Chief Jerky, and Chicken on the Way. Several locations here in Calgary and others in Alberta. If you want to save the dishes, just come here at Chicken on the Way. Thank you for all 3 sponsors. Thank you CDF, thank you PABCON, and thank you Kegel for lane maintenance. Non, non, ça c'est bon, la webcam est bonne. Hola.
Hola, how are you?
Estoy bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien.
Felicidades.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
¿Es posible de describir la sensación del oro?
Es una sensación que nunca se olvida. Es muy satisfactorio para nosotros ganar una de oro, en especial para mí y para Alfonso, porque es algo muy emocionante, muy bonito.
So it's a very emotional moment for the Mexican teams winning this gold medal. You had a come. So here are the 2 bowlers, Alfonso
and
Isaac from Mexico. You had a really good day again on the lanes. What was the key today to keep the scores really high and make sure that nobody would touch you?
I think the confidence in your partner. If you have confidence in your partner, it's easy.
That's the key.
Yes, that's the key. We are a team, and I have the best partner.
Me too. I have the very best partner, a famous Mexican player and a story player from Mexico City, and I'm very happy to play with Alfonso. And the key is a very good health and very good
And
friendship,
we
you
know
know.
each other since a long time ago, and the friend between us is nice. And
Hermanos.
that's why.
Hermanos, eh?
So close. It's,
So close, very close.
Not with in blood, but in minds, yes.
Yeah, I know, I know. ¿Quieres decir... whoop. ¿C'est bon? ¿Quieres decir something para las personas en México? Porque hay muchas personas de México aquí en YouTube.
Sí, claro, un saludo a todos ellos, gracias por su apoyo, sé que nos están viendo y los queremos mucho a todos y desde acá un abrazo a todos.
Sí, pues, que sigan siendo felices, traten de ser felices cada día, nosotros hoy lo somos, gracias a Dios, y pues a seguir peleando, a seguir luchando.
Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'm happy for very, very nice people in Canada. I enjoy the stay in Canada.
Yes, the better you have is the people. It's really nice. And
Very
really,
nice.
They are gentlemen and ladies too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Felicidades.
Gracias.
So we'll try to get some more. They had really nice words to say to Mexico. I hope you appreciate Mexico.
Sorry, guys, we cut off his green screen here. Whoa. Throw it in my face. All right, who else do you guys want to talk to? Let's see.
Well,
if we
I
can-
think I would like to talk to Lauren and Debbie.
Okay.
They won gold medal.
Let me go get them.
So Isaac and Alfonso are like brothers. They've known each other forever, and they said that the key was to believe in your partner. If you believe in your partner, then anything is possible. That was the key. And they both extremely good today. We saw some tears in Alfonso's eyes. So congratulations to Mexico. You must be proud of your bowlers. And now we will try to get Deb Lennington and Lauren Fass gold medal super senior. So things are pretty busy here, and it's kind of difficult to find our two ladies, super senior ladies. I think they are celebrating somewhere inside the bowling center. We just asked Dave Kiss to announce them. Oh, I see Debbie. Yeah, I see them coming. So Jason D, Brian McLean, Joe Noons, Al Tone, Jack Brace, here they are.
The medal ceremonies, and we will start the shuttle service earlier following the seniors competition.
Come here, Lorraine.
Come here, are you? Okay, Mark. No, don't ask me tough questions, Guillaume.
No, never.
Okay, no hard questions, okay?
Come here, come here.
Come in, Debbie.
Take the microphone.
You can hold the microphone. Thank you.
All right, so congratulations to both of you, Deb and Lorraine. Gold medal. First reactions, please.
Tears.
Tears.
Happy tears.
Happy tears.
Happy
I hope
tears.
so. Happy tears.
It was a tough day yesterday, and today it just came together.
Finally.
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 And what about you, Deb?
Same thing. Tough day yesterday. The lanes were much better to us today. Absolutely.
And first game was, I say, maybe quite difficult, but as soon as you line up for the second game, then you stayed first and
never looked back.
Right?
We played as a team. One's up, one's down. We pulled each other up.
Absolutely.
That's what we did.
And I know that many people were watching at home. I'm thinking of Jack Brace, Altone, Jason D. Many Canadians were watching you and rooting for you. So how does it feel to know that there are so many people at home watching and cheering for you to get that gold medal?
I have no words. It means a lot. Okay.
Okay, good. So we thank you a lot. We thank you a lot. Keep bowling well. We are with you. And good job this week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The singles, bronze, silver, and gold.
Lots of emotions here again in Calgary. Wow.
If you could please go to the games room by the pro shop immediately so that we may.
All right, time for lunch break.
Yeah, time for lunch. Thanks for watching. We will be back in about, I would say, an hour or so with the senior. Lots of you asked for Team USA, so I remind you there is no super senior bowler from USA, only senior bowlers, so they will be in action in about an hour, but all the other countries will be there as well. Again, we should see some great action. Stay tuned, and thanks for being really active in the chat room. This is what we like. Make sure to share the link. It's really easy. It's youtube.com/Buffa Bowling. Click on that little bell to get notifications. Register for our YouTube page. Share on Facebook also. That's really easy. Buffa Bowling on Facebook. And share the results. We want as many people as possible to watch this live stream. We do it just for you at home, wherever you are in America or in the world, because we had people from France, we had people, I think, from Asia also watching. Yep. So sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. All right. So before we go, Big Chief, Jerky, thank you. Thank you, Mazda Kramer, and thank you, Chicken on the Way, to be great sponsors here at the PABCON Championship. See you later. Mark, do you want to say something?
Also, before we sign off, before lunch, don't forget we're back at 12:30. Thanks to PABCON, CTF, Let's Bowl,
Kegel,
and yeah, maybe we'll get Mike Purdy on this afternoon to talk to us a little bit about the pattern. And see you guys in a couple hours. All right,
bye.
Cheers. Bye.